y'all. Another podcast. My host got my 305. Yeah. And of course, we have a special guest in the building. To my right, my co-host.
I'm on your left. It's your boy Miami Got Jokes. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I follow back.
And ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building. Before I introduce this special guest in the building, let me tell you something. They've been hitting up these streets lovely, making noise all day, all night. You know what I'm talking about? It's to the point where not only has my nephews sent me these boys information, I've had a handful of individuals talking about look at these boys. They are the next hit. And I'm proud of y'all boys. So ladies and gentlemen, we got RT5 in the building. I let y'all boys introduce yourself from the left all the way to the right.
Let's go. You know, it's President in the building. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Devin Jett. It's popping y'all. It's your boy Prince J. Reed. You already know it's free, baby.
It's your boy J. Moncrief.
We are RT5.
Woo! That's what they is. That's what they are. You know what I'm talking about? So, and fellas, I'm gonna tell you one thing. As far as Dade County is concerned, or South Florida is concerned, it by itself, this is something rare that we always have to deal with, or something rare that we always see. So this is major in our city, in our town. For y'all to come out as a boy group, a band group, however way you describe it, and hit the streets and hit the city the way y'all been doing it. Cause my goodness, I had my sister call me and send y'all boys my music, and stuff like that. So it's y'all making a great impact in the society and whatnot. So one thing I want to let everybody know is, what's your Instagram and how to contact y'all? One thing.
Oh yeah, y'all can follow us on all social media outlets at RT5 Music. That's RT, the number 5 Music, and everything. Instagram, IG, Facebook, we done everything.
You see how I did that?
I got that shit rehearsed and everything.
RT number 5. You know what I'm talking about? So RT number 5. Let me ask y'all one thing. What started the group? What initially started? Because I know it was two brothers that was together for about 10 years. And what made everything else happen?
So that's not completely right, but
Talk to me.
it's two sets of brothers.
Yes.
So yeah, 2 and 3. So Prez, me, Jay, 3 brothers. Those 2 brothers right here. Yeah. So we actually started in church. So me, Prez, and Jay, we had our group at our church. So we had our own little group singing around from church to church every Saturday. So then we end up singing around at their church. Because we actually sung at every church different Saturdays. So we sung at their church and they seen us. And we saw us, and vice versa. They came to our church, we seen them. We thought they was copying us. We thought we were the only ones out here really doing it. So when we saw them, we didn't really like them like that at all.
So it was beef in the beginning.
Yeah, and our parents actually, our mothers came together and actually put us together in a way.
Set up a secret rehearsal.
Exactly. So
that's dope.
That's dope.
But no, that was 10 plus years. So we've been together for 10 plus years. Fully together.
Alright, so you fully been together for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Okay, so my thing is, how did the beef subside? How did you guys be you know what, forget that, let's make music together?
We was young, we was kids. It was when you know each other, it was all some of us were under 10 years old around that area. So it's when you're that young and you start hanging out with other kids and you realize you like basketball, I like basketball, you like football, I like football, we all like music. It's wow, there's no reason. None of us are those type of people to be beefing for no reason. We all got sense. So once we saw yeah, just like us. Me and my little brother, we also got an older brother too.
Yeah.
So it's there was 3 brothers and they had 3 brothers. We used to play basketball versus them. And we just
We beat them all the time.
Nah, they never won. But yeah, to this day, I think they got one dub.
All right. Quick question. Cool question. You guys said you started out in church, right? And you guys been around each other for about 10 plus years.
Yeah.
So the music y'all started from then, what has changed from the music you guys are doing now?
I'll say when we were in church, my mom used to write our songs that we used to sing and stuff like that. And when we changed and switched over, and mind you, it was a little of a hassle switching
it's a
over.
process.
Telling my mom you know what, we're gonna switch over and start singing outside of church. And then she looked at us like we broke her heart.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Let me ask you one thing before I pause you on that question. What's your nationalities? Everyone. There you go.
Stop by saying.
That's what I think here. You know Zola ain't gonna do that to you, boy. It's no parimesa, sunshine. So what initially made you take that force to transition into a different style of music? Like go against your mothers.
I mean, I guess we just got to the point where we realized like we wanted to make this like our careers.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just in love with it. So it's like, how can we find a way to do this all the time and live off of it?
And on top of that, like our knowledge got
That's
for
it.
music
You
got
know what I'm
much
saying?
better.
But
We always look for our life.
you all have
And
accumulated
childhood.
enough
It's not the
energy,
same how it
enough
is
time,
nowadays.
enough chemistry
When we
with each
was
other to
growing up,
realize
everybody had
who
an iPhone,
place in
Swiss
what
or
position
anything.
and how to rock in which way.
Exactly.
Now with that being said,
Basically.
now with that being said, you know each and every individual sound.
Yeah.
What if there's a label that's trying to that's trying to sign one sound? How do you guys feel about that in that particular situation? You might miss out on one boy group.
That because stuff like that do happen.
When
It
you said
does.
one sound as like one person.
Like we're signing you and that's it.
Yeah, that's happened. It's happened before.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, yeah, it's actually happened before. We've been tested already. We passed like that test, but it's like 7 years old to be real. Cause like if
How did you pass the test? What is passing the test?
passing the test is we turn it down. Like if it's either they coming or we're not doing it. Like, it's not an option. But one thing I can say is it's like 7 years old. Like if I can do it and have all the money in the world, but the fact that I know I put my brothers under the bus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No matter how much money I have, I'm never gonna be happy. Cause like yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a finesse too. Like
Yeah.
we're together so much, to where it's like if someone comes and like offers it, like they'll think like we're on it and we're like excited about it, but we have a plan behind like yo, this is what we do. Like
Yeah.
All right.
it's been too long.
Back to the pop of hip hop and rock star.
You got it.
So now you said something very important.
Yeah.
You said something that I've heard from multiple artists.
Yeah.
We heard it from Bar Greasy.
Yeah.
So Bar Greasy was given the same type of contract of yo, we taking you and whatnot, and when we take you and whatnot, that's all it is. Now here's the second part of this question exactly. Now what if they're like, okay, we're taking you and you're gonna make a certain amount of income and everything in which you could take your whole group out, but the first year project is only dealing with you.
Yeah.
Would you take that offer?
Nah.
Knowing that after this 1 year project, you have enough income to accumulate everyone's music and broadcast it and market it and advertise it at another level. Would you take that deal?
Nah, because I want the first time the world sees it, gotta be together. And it can mess up the brand. Because if I'm popping, when the group come back together, they're not gonna really care about the rest of them. Because I'm like he's the one that had the career before. But let's say if we pop together first, then after they're gonna care about each individual member. But if I pop by myself first, when I get in a group, it's not gonna be the same. It's just not gonna be the same. You know,
I
it's
feel
not gonna have that same
like
effect.
it's all about your confidence and you believe in yourself and putting the
Yeah.
work in, because it doesn't matter what somebody comes and throws at us right now. We all believe and we put in that work so that we can get the fruits of it. That if we put our best foot forward, ain't nobody that can stop us no matter what anybody do. So
Yeah.
and the journey is always much more fun. Like
Exactly.
we love doing music, but we just love being around each other even more. So it's not even just about like making great music all the time. Like we might be on tour and we get to just joke around and reminisce about stuff like that. When you're on your own, you can't do that. And that's a big part of keeping you engaged in what you're
Exactly.
doing and keep giving you positive energy.
Because it can't always feel like work. It can't always feel like work.
That's why a lot of artists are lonely out here. Like they be touring so much because you be on the road a lot.
You just
And then when you have random people around you that you don't really know,
you don't trust.
you don't trust, like
Yeah.
you gonna quit. It's gonna get to you. You're gonna get on drugs. Stuff like that can happen. So definitely, I appreciate having my brother with me so I can enjoy the journey. And when we old, I can sit back and like, you did it, man. Like on my deathbed.
Me, if I pop first, I'm leaving this thing.
Talking about it, writing about it.
Yeah, I would say the only part that we had to kind of learn is like actually performing different like choreography like and stuff like that. In church, you can't guess and dance.
You can't do all that.
So, yeah, we had to like you know.
And I've noticed that with the group, it's like you take choreography very seriously.
Just when someone sees us, we want to give off the best like performance that you can see, like every second of every minute of that show, like you'll be like into it. So we put everything to vocals, choreography, to just interacting, like anything we can do to just make it like breathtaking. Like that's what we do.
And dancing also is a way to express yourself too.
Mhm.
Like you can feel, you can get messages by someone by the way they dance. They can actually express themselves also. So we want to express ourselves in every way we can. Yeah, exactly.
And on top of that, we chasing the top. We trying to be the greatest out here. Like
Yeah.
for real, we not trying to be mediocre. We not trying to be average. We really trying to be the best to ever do it. So there's no artist out here that you could really be like is a go unless hip hop stuff like that is acceptable. But like in terms of singing and R&B or pop, whatever it is, there's no GOAT out here that that doesn't have an amazing stage presence. So we know we have to implement that in what we do.
Okay, stop right there because I'm glad you brought that up. All you guys are born and raised in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay. Knowing the Miami scene and the Miami type of music, it's all like fast and fabulous and everything. What made you guys believe that you guys can be successful down here with this type of, brand of music? And because you don't see the boy bands, you got the Flow Kids, the Haze, you got Major. Now, mostly artists are doing it by themselves. So it's like, what made you guys believe that you guys can form a group and really take this music far in Miami?
Yeah, like you said, like there's no other boy bands out there. Sometimes when something's missing, you can take advantage of that. Definitely, I would say, like it's a balance. Like we rock with the City Girls music, the Major. Shout out to Flow Kid because he shows love all the time. So like there's a balance, and we know that the imbalance is happening right now. So we're the ones that's gonna fix it up and create that balance in music.
Because if you really think about it, when you listen to the radio, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Like girls nowadays and guys nowadays don't really know about showing emotion. Like they kind of, move away from that because they think it shows a sign of weakness. When it's actually a sign of strength to talk about your emotions and what you're going through. So, we're trying to bring that back in front of you so people can see that it's okay. It's okay to talk about your feelings. It's not a sign of
What I'll say is that with what's out there, what we do is
I've been waiting for you to talk.
I've been quiet all night.
it's like what's out there, like the City Girl, he said, Making It Stallion, everybody's out there. What we do is we mix it in with what we do. So we put our harmonies on top of it so that when people hear what's out there and hear us and like, that's something new. Like I can hear harmonies in this.
So they can stay with us.
The
Exactly.
thing about RT5 is you could put any beat in front of us, any type of music, any type of beat could bring in front of us. We're just gonna put RT5 on that beat.
I love it, boy. I love it. So crazy. Like we've lost this strain of musicians and this strain of artists long time ago. Okay, and I'm proud that some fact that y'all bringing it back and y'all letting everybody know what the sound feel like and how it is. Because some fact that it'll be amazing for a RT5 to bring it back down here in Dade County and implement that in their music and push it forward. Like this is beautiful, our fellas.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
My thing is like, what do y'all like as far as like your first song and how was all that like created or implemented within like 4 to 5 heads on mine? Because some fact that if you want to make a song, it'll be easy for you to make a song, but how do y'all implement it amongst 4 others?
Oh, yeah.
It's like for the